4th was great. It was awesome. Barbecue, hot dogs, hamburgers, potato salad, coleslaw. We had steaks, ribs, some of the good fish. The chaps got to shoot off the fireworks. And we got to celebrate the 4th. That's how you supposed to do your 4th of July, cuz.
So, what else did you do those previous weeks leading up?
What you mean?
4th?
You
Like,
talking about
Did you invite family down? Did you how did you prepare?
Nah, man, we just, I got up with some good friends and we all celebrated the 4th. Like, good black folks do on the 4th of July. We just celebrate the 4th, man. Pop fireworks, eat food,
So you ain't do nothing a couple weeks before? Like, so you just stay in the house and save money for the 4th, basically?
Yeah.
Oh. So you ain't celebrate Juneteenth?
Juneteenth.
You ain't celebrate Juneteenth? You ain't celebrate your Independence Day?
What? Oh, here we go.
Not only did you not celebrate Juneteenth.
Oh, boy, here we go.
You had the nerve to celebrate the white man's Independence Day. And ingest that death known as pork and beef.
Come on, man.
Not only did you disrespect your ancestors, you disrespected your temple.
So you gonna go in your conscious rant today?
I mean, what we doing? I seen all these July 4th bashes,
Oh my goodness!
but I ain't even see a Juneteenth get together.
First of all, we didn't know about Juneteenth.
Who is we?
The people.
Who is the people?
The people.
Who is the people?
The people we didn't know. All right, we didn't know that about Juneteenth. What's wrong with celebrating the 4th? Popping some fireworks.
So perpetuating the stereotype that your independence as a black man is somehow tied to the independence of a white man, as well as giving him a piece of our $1 trillion, which is a tenth of the wealth that they have. Why are we funding their holiday when we can fund our own, make money, come together, do something positive?
What's the issue with the 4th? What's the issue? It's just
Because
barbecue.
we were still slaves.
What they gotta do about today?
Huh?
We ain't slaves today. You free, right?
Yeah, I was freed on Juneteenth.
Oh, here we go, man. You should have put a dashiki on today.
What, man, if I had one out of water, if I
should've
didn't know you went out like a sucker and a jive turkey, I came in here with my dashiki.
So now I'm a jive turkey because I went
and sucker
and celebrated July 4th with the people.
With what people? Not your people. Better not.
No, you know what my people. You know that way, my people.
You better been the only you out there.
No, the people. Celebrate with the people, man. Look, the conscious community kills me every holiday, bruh. Give it a break, man. We get it. We know our history. We don't even celebrate the 4th of July Independence Day. We know what we doing. We just want to get together, get drunk, cook fish, and watch the kids shoot fireworks and sparklers, and hopefully nobody loses their hand or arm.
That's it.
We don't really celebrate we don't celebrate the independence of the United States. No black person knows I ain't really, woo! Independence! No, niggas, what's up with the fish fry?
Exactly.
Everybody off work, what's up with the fish fry?
When the grill getting hot.
Exactly. Who putting the dogs on? You know what I'm saying? That is what, you know what I'm saying, we do with the 4th of July. Dang, I just killed that.
That's all. I mean, that's fine and dandy. That's cool, but you can do that on any weekend. The fact that you don't even mention your own weekend, you gotta start pre-programming our young black youth with positive images of themselves.
Man, it's just a get together, man.
We'll have another get together.
It's just a cookout.
You need to have 2 get-togethers then.
Man, we ain't gotta have one on Juneteenth. Man, you know everybody on vacation. People got things to do. 4th of July, The jobs let us off. We can all get together.
You just conveniently have something to do on our day, but you gonna make sure you free on their day.
Oh, I don't make sure I'm free on their day. The people make sure I'm free on that day.
You ain't got off days. You ain't got PTO. You ain't got.
We ain't got PTO, man. It's whenever the people decide to let us off. They said 4th of July, y'all good to go.
Then that means you need to stop fooling with the people. You sound like you still in slavery when they decide to let you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, brother Zay over here. Assalamu alaikum. Peace. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, welcome to another episode of Wiley's World Sports Debate Podcast. And it's your host that does the most, the main man of the hour, more uncut than your favorite porn scene, with a better jumper than the Lone Range sniper Steph Curry, and more clutch than Tom Brady down 28-3, halftime of the Super Bowl, and the greatest of all time, like one Michael Jeffrey Jumpman 2-3 Jordan. It's your boy Chedda the God. I'm live in the building today, ladies and gentlemen, and joining with me today, I have my co-host, Big Cuz, Mr. AKA, Zay-nificent, Zay Bands, Zay Velli, Zay Wiley. My sauce makes your juice look like drink. The basketball guru, the black Phil Jackson, Mr. 100-round clip is in the building today.
The people have waited long enough. 3 whole days without a show.
It really was 3 days without a show.
3 days without a show.
It kind of hurt, didn't it?
I mean, it hurt my feelings.
I was kind of bored around the house. I was like, yo, maybe I should record something.
Look,
talk to the people.
I'm glad it's over. I'm glad we back on regularly scheduled program.
Man, I'm also give you the hard hat with the work vest. The way you talking about you trying to go to work over here today.
Oh, let's get it in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Wiley's World Sports Debate Podcast, the hottest sports debate podcast on the planet. We have a call-in line, 704-931-1038. Dude, feel free to call in. We do talk to our callers, and we don't care who you are, as long as you are speaking on sports matters. All right? So let's go ahead and get into the show. We had a lot of news over the past weekend surrounding the NBA, surrounding NBA free agency, but also in particular, we're talking about Kawhi Leonard, who finally, after 5 days of having the NBA in a full Nelson chokehold, decided to come out of his closet, decided to come out of the cave, because I don't want no type of references. All right. And decided to make his decision, and his decision was to go to the Los Angeles Clippers. had at least some
sent the sports world in a frenzy.
He did.
With one phone call.
Now, Kawhi Leonard agreed to sign with the LA Clippers along with Paul George. The 28-year-old forward is coming off a championship campaign in his only season with the Toronto Raptors, earning his second NBA Finals MVP in the process. Paul George is also headed to the Clippers after LA traded for the All-Star forward, sending the OKC Thunder four unprotected first-round picks, one protected first-round pick, and 2 pick swaps, okay? Now, earlier last week, not this week, but last week, okay, Kawhi Leonard and Paul George met, okay? And it resulted in George asking OKC for a trade and the Clippers were reportedly worried about Leonard, whether he would stay in Toronto or if he would join the Lakers, all right? Now, Paul George, 29 years old, and he's owed $105 million over the next 3 seasons. Spent the last 2 seasons alongside Russell Westbrook in OKC, averaging a career best 28 points last season, even with dealing with a shoulder issue and some surgery that he had during the season. He was also a finalist for the NBA MVP award and Defensive Player of the Year, in which he led the league with 2.21 steals per contest. Cuz this was the biggest move I've seen in basketball since LeBron James teamed up with Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, and Miami Heat with Pat Riley. It's that big for me. And the reason why it's that big for me, and I won't. Wait. My fault. I'm sorry. I'm out of order. Before I go into this, I got to give Cuz his props. Cuz deserves a hand. I'm gonna give this man a hand. Probably about a year ago, on this show, Big Cuz said on air to do not sleep on Jerry West. Do not sleep on the LA Clippers. You said that.
Facts.
And the Clippers came through. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Not only did the logo, but see, this what happened. Because I called in. Because I had to let them know that they was getting my vote to go ahead and be the favorites for the West to get on out of there. And I had a conversation with the logo. And he told me he was up late night creeping and sneaking. Tiptoeing in the darkness. Conniving. Scheming. Just like he did with Shaq. Just when Orlando thought they had him. Had the contract in front of him. He made that phone call. What'd he do? Got Shaq in the door. Coming on to LA, Kawhi. What you need? Oh, if you want me, you need PG. So what'd he do? He got back in the back cave. Got the sneaking and creeping once again. Got PG up out of there. Gave them everything they wanted. The bag and all. Got not only the best player on the planet, won the Kawhi, but now that Kawhi is considered the best player on the planet, Paul George is probably the best two-way player on the planet. So now you have literally the same combination of talent in your main factors that the Chicago Bulls had. You have the best two wing players that you can find on the planet. Basically, they're top 5. They're in the top 5. I don't know where PG falls. You know, you got LeBron, you got KD, you got Giannis, you got, but he's
talent
top,
up there.
he's top 5. You can argue that. Come on now.
Let me say this.
Come on
Jerry
now.
West. For those who don't know the history of Jerry West, he is the logo and the man behind the dynasties. Okay? He helped build the 1980s Lakers dynasty. Traded Vlade Divac for Kobe Bryant. He convinced Shaquille O'Neal to sign with the Lakers, as Cuz said, with Orlando Magic having a contract in front of him. He said, I'm sorry, baby, I gotta go to LA. All right. He also, people don't know this, he stopped a trade. The Golden State Warriors were about to trade Klay Thompson for Kevin Love. Now, granted, it would have been the dumbest decision ever.
Ooh, you done gave LeBron Klay in his youth when LeBron was still probably the most athletic thing on the planet. Oh, all that space for him and Kyrie to dance out there.
God, bro.
Klay could have just been running the baseline.
It'd been
waiting
over.
to get open in the corner. Just back and forth.
You gotta crash down on LeBron when he drives.
No choice.
Klay in the corner with nothing but space.
Space. Not a hand
Time
in sight.
keeps on to spinning. Whoosh, into the future. He doesn't get on the corner in slow motion. In slow motion. Good.
Alright, so this is Space Jam, boy.
Fly like an eagle. But you about to make me pull it up on the daggone. You about to make me pull it up for the show, man. For real. That Fly Like an Eagle was classic, bro.
For real. I'm excited about the NBA this year, though. Just in general, it's a lot more competition. Now, with Paul George going to the Clippers, and with OKC now stating that all trade options are available for Russell Westbrook, where do you see Russ going? Mm-hmm. Where do you see him going?
We gonna get into it. It's up here.
Okay.
It's up here.
Okay.
But I'm still thinking about that Klay Thompson and LeBron James in Cleveland, bro. You still got my mind baffled on that. Why would you trade? Why would you even fit? I'm still at
Kevin Love is a better version of Draymond. And that's probably why they wanted to do it. But now you would slow the game down. Kevin Love slow-footed, and you don't have the spacing, so it wasn't gonna work. And you Steph and Clay still need to develop, so it just pushed it. It took it out before it was ready made.
Also, helped recruit Kevin Durant to the Warriors. All right, and obviously the sneaky, conniving man himself.
There you go.
Okay. The sneaky, conniving man himself pulled off the Kawhi and Paul George move. Now, the question I have is, did Jerry West put Kawhi up to sabotage the Lakers?
He could have.
Because, by them waiting so deep into the for Kawhi to announce the free agency.
Jerry operates in the last winking hours of free agency. That's what he's known to do.
But see, by Kawhi holding off on his decision, the Lakers were in a position where they could not go out and get any decent free agents because they didn't know what the money was going to look like after or if Kawhi Leonard decides to sign. But what I want people to understand is that this man is playing 4D chess. He's playing 4D chess.
4D?
4D.
Explain.
I am. Give me 1 second. I gotta pull this stat up.
Cause you mentioned that on the phone earlier, and I don't want to give it away while you're pulling up your stats, but
all right.
I definitely want you to explain that for the people.
So this is why I'm saying that Kawhi Leonard is playing 4D chess. He never wanted to play with LeBron James or join the super team, but he took a meeting with the Lakers and remained in consistent communication with them anyway. The Lakers were convinced they had their guy and Kawhi Leonard. The Lakers were convinced they had their guy, and Kawhi clearly never gave them a reason to feel differently. But it makes sense. He knew exactly what he was doing. Dragging this whole thing out, the Lakers ran out of time to sign a third star. They also missed out on a half-decent free agency. All right, Kawhi's people even contacted the Lakers 2 hours before making the Clippers announcement, asking them to hold off on making the Anthony Davis trade official. All right, it wasn't just the Lakers that Kawhi drove a knife into. All right, he helped Paul George escape OKC that Russell Westbrook was destroying, vaporized the Raptors' chances of defending the title or even contending for the title. Then on top of that, he forced Kevin Durant to come out and play on a hurt leg, which then caused him to tear his Achilles, which severed the relationship that Kevin Durant had with the Warriors organization, which in then turn caused him to leave to go to Brooklyn.
Now, let me ask you this.
That's called 4D chess. Also, don't forget about the San Antonio Spurs. When Kawhi Leonard was on that roster, they won more than 50 games every year. All right? Mm-hmm. They won a championship in 2014. Kawhi Finals MVP, 4-1, shot almost 70% on when guarded by LeBron. He was on fire.
Right.
What they done since then?
I knew that was gonna happen.
Kawhi Leonard, poof. He's destroyed the Miami Heat. He destroyed the Miami Heat franchise, the Miami Heat Big Three. Because after he beat LeBron, LeBron left. He went to Cleveland. He played the 73-9 Golden State Warriors team, who didn't turn around and had another record for being the first team ever to lose a series down 3-1. Mm-hmm. All right. He then ended the Spurs dynasty because once he left, that was it. That was the final piece. Dumb. All right. He started and ended Toronto's dynasty in 1 year. 1 year. He went to the Clippers and ended OKC's chances of even competing in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's 4D chess. That's 4D chess.
If Kevin Durant never tears his Achilles, does he resign?
If Kevin Durant never tears his Achilles, he will resign. He would have re-signed to Golden State for the max. But because Golden State was testing his loyalty to the franchise, to the organization, They felt as though he wasn't as loyal as he said he was to the team and to them winning the championship. Meaning they thought that his injury was not significant enough that it would tear. He played on it and tore it. If he would have never torn that Achilles, if they lose the finals and Kevin Durant doesn't play, he resigns and goes to state. Because
Okay.
you know what he says then? He says, okay, you trust me.
Okay, so hey, you gave me more than I needed. You feel me? It made me lose my second question. You see? Yeah, I tried to jump in there. I was like, all right, he talking now. I'm just gonna let him finish.
My fault.
Oh, okay. So if Kevin Durant resigns in Golden State, does Kawhi then go to the Lakers because he needs more help with LeBron and AD, or does he still go to the Clippers and try to bring Paul George?
We both agreed to one thing about the Clippers. They got a sneaky man behind that door. Jerry West. I'm gonna call him the NBA creeper. This man is always behind somebody's nose making a move.
Right.
All right. Jerry West is there. I don't know what he be telling these players. I don't know if he uses voodoo magic, if he has a hypnosis spell or what, but every player has signed with him. Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, Shaquille O'Neal, Kawhi Leonard, now Paul George. Those are all Hall of Fame names. He's going to the Clippers regardless. I don't think he would have wanted to play behind LeBron James
Anyway.
and have Anthony Davis. That's too much. That hurts his legacy. And I think for Kawhi Leonard, his legacy is more important than anything. Because you look at the way
the legacy he's stacking is going to be Jordan-esque in how you have to rank him. He's going to have a legit argument because he ain't never lost in the finals.
That's right.
He might, and if he gets PG, he may have a 3-4 year run of dominance. He gonna win a couple regular season MVPs because they're gonna have one of the best. He gonna have his resume is finna be crazy.
We got Juwan Mackey tuned in. Appreciate you for tuning in, Juwan Mackey. He said he making a lot of sense. I don't know if you're talking about me. I don't know if you're talking about you. He said Toronto never had a dynasty. They had one as long as Kawhi Leonard was on the court.
Look, they had a hot streak, and now it's over.
They had a flame.
They had a flame, a dying ember. That's
They had a
it.
flame. Now that Kawhi Leonard has Thanos the entire NBA, but let me go back to Kawhi Leonard one more time.
Kawhi Leonard is no longer called the Claw.
The board man.
He is Thanos. He is making
literally-
franchises disappear.
It made the whole NBA straighten up. LeBron James is probably the first player that I've seen in basketball control his own destiny, control his own path, control where he plays, when he plays, and who he plays with. Now, we've had stars do it in the past, but I don't think that we've ever had an NBA player that has the control that LeBron James has when it comes to transactions, signing free agents, trading for players, putting stars around him or in a position to be around him to help this team win a championship. Kawhi Leonard is not only doing that, but he's also telling you when he's going to play. He's also telling you, I'm bringing my medical staff. We have never in the history of basketball seen somebody like Kawhi Leonard control and dictate his own path. Outside of the trade to Toronto. He had no control over that. This man put the whole NBA on pause for 5 days in a chokehold. LA was running back and forth. They didn't know what was going on. They didn't know what to do in LA. It was on fire.
Look, Kawhi Leonard is definitely the first to have this much control. But let's not forget, he only has this control because of the foundation LeBron James laid. If LeBron James does not make that move to the Heat, all this player movement is not relevant because the Durant move probably never happens. It's all a domino effect. In 2 years, when this next crop of free agents come out, that heavy draft class, that heavy free agent class, Oh, you're gonna see something crazy. Cause everybody's gonna sign. They signed the 2-and-1s or the 3-and-1s. There's gonna be a lot of team and player options come out in about 2 years. It's gonna be crazy.
Juwan Maggie said, when y'all gonna start doing guest call-ins on the live? I am disappointed in you. I am hurt and disappointed in you. Because you did not take the time to read my sign.
Simply read.
And another reason why I'm hurt is because they gave me hell about that sign. Man gave me hell about that sign. It took me... It took me 30 times.
I told you we needed a better sign. You said, oh no, cuz it don't matter as long as it's up there. They can read it. They gonna see it, cuz.
I figured everybody can read, man.
Everybody can't read. And everybody can't see, obviously. 704-931-1038. That's the call-in number, bruh. Call in.
704-931-1038. Just give them to y'all again. Call in. We do call-ins too. And we will fire that ass up.
Call in here talking about something dumb if you want to.
Fire that ass
You either get fired up or hung up on. Garbage.
That's what it's going to be. All right, man. Let's move on to the next story. Now that Boardman and PG-13, PG-3 as I call it, now that they are settling in with the LA Clippers with, Patrick Beverly, Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell, that lineup, the Lakers had to make some moves. All right. They made a few roster moves, but I feel like these roster moves Yo.
What's good?
What's good,
What's going on, Juan?
What's up?
What's happening?
Nothing much, man.
What we talking about? We talking about your Cowboys today? With y'all. What we talking about, the Cowboys today? I mean, what we doing? We talking about your...
Hey. I got the Cowboys as being the top 5 offense next year.
Top 5 offenses don't win you championships, though.
Sure don't.
Well, y'all
my defense need a little... I don't think we got it this year, but I say we got it in the next 3.
He said
it's going to be a whole lot of new changes
everybody
this year.
over the next 3.
That's a big issue right there. And then the team acting like Zeke is not a priority. I don't even understand that.
They acting like he's not a priority because he's acting like he's not a priority. That's why they treat him like that. You constantly in Roger Goodell's office. That's like going to the principal's office every day, man. You constantly in this office. You ain't on the football field. You are now a distraction.
See, what he's doing is he's trying to clean up the shit he done left behind. That's what Zeke is doing. I guess he's feeling like he done been in too much shit to be going into the front office and asking for a big check right now.
Man, y'all Dallas Cowboy fans, y'all would defend y'all quarterback if he was caught with manslaughter, man. This don't make no sense, man.
Dak Prescott has no business being the starting quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys.
Ooh.
I'm not saying he's not a starter, but there's certain franchises that must do well in each sport for the survival and best benefit of the sport.
Okay.
He can quarterback for the Dolphins.
He can quarterback for the Cowboys as well, though.
He can quarterback for the Panthers. The Panthers ain't irrelevant.
Garbage.
He can quarterback for the Ravens.
Garbage.
He can quarterback for at least 20 NFL teams.
Garbage.
But not the Cowboys.
Why not the Cowboys again?
Because they have been such a long-standing franchise. They're what you call a cornerstone.
Okay.
And as a cornerstone, you must win and be successful. You must draw in money, and you must bring in publicity for the sport.
We're not talking about Zeke type publicity, though, right?
No. We're talking about W's. We're talking about green, getting people in the seats. Dak ain't gonna do that. He's not gonna complete passes.
Okay.
He's gonna throw interceptions, and you're gonna lose. And the only reason that the seats will remain full It's because the Dallas Cowboy fans are still under the same delusions of grandeur they've been in the last 30 years.
Okay, so you're not gonna give Dak no credit for what he stepped in and did.
He stepped into a ready-made situation with arguably the best back in the league, and as soon as you take away his
But they came
backfield, he
in.
struggled.
They came in the same year. He didn't know his backfield was gonna be like that.
Look,
He just had that- he had to step up.
one of the best lines in the league who made two average NFL running backs have good seasons. Predating
But
Dak. The only reason they got rid of the boy before Zeke is because he just got old. I think it was Cadillac Williams.
No.
Not Cadillac Williams.
Shoot, I want to say DeMarcus Murray. You want to go as far as Murray?
That might be DeMarcus Murray. He
Yeah,
was
Murray.
just getting old.
No, it was the
it
boy
was
from
Murray.
Oakland, McFadden.
Murray got hurt, and then McFadden.
It was McFadden because McFadden played the whole 16, and McFadden got 1,000. Because
No, he didn't. He
Yes,
didn't.
he did.
Even when we picked up McFadden, I say that was the worst move we could have did because we let go Murray to get McFadden.
Hold on.
They didn't want. Remember, they didn't want to pay Murray that year, and then we
That's
went and
right.
picked up
They
McFadden.
didn't want to pay. Remember, that was contract year between Dez Bryant and DeMarcus Murray. DeMarcus Murray had a Pro Bowl season. Dez had a Pro Bowl season. But y'all said it was more important to sign Dez Bryant than DeMarcus Murray, and that's why Murray went to Philly and terrorized them for 2 seasons and daggone Philly.
The whole thing that fucked it up was the Tony Romo contract. They gave Tony Romo too much money, didn't leave no money for nobody else.
This
That
man,
fucked
Darren
everything
McFadden.
up around the
2015, Darren McFadden played in the 16 games he played. He started in 10, played 16, and had 1,000 yards. He didn't even start the whole season and had 1,000 yards behind that offensive line. That's crazy.
Stepped into something ready-made.
That's crazy.
Like Dak needs perfect situations and perfect conditions to play well.
Mm-hmm.
That means you're just not that good.
So what can you say about him making it all the way to the second round last year? The situation wasn't as perfect,
All the way
but
to
he
not
made
winning the
something
Super
out of
Bowl.
nothing.
Hey, listen.
I mean, look at
okay.
the NFC last year. Look at the NFC last year, though.
I mean, the NFC. What real top dogs you had outside of the Rams and the Saints? You ain't had no top dogs, you had no top. I mean, Philly had a chance, and that's when Nick Foles took over. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, and I've been telling Cowboy fans this for the past 2 to 3 seasons. This is your only year that you will be able to compete for a Super Bowl and win. If you don't win it this year, you're not gonna win it ever again, and probably not for a while, because you're gonna have to have money tied up in Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott and Amari Cooper and Van Der Esch, and everyone's like, "Oh, Van Der Esch's contract's not coming up." If he has a Pro Bowl season, he's not gonna come in camp wanting $500,000 a year. You're gonna have to pay that boy.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a whole. It's a whole lot of shit going on in our front office that's gonna hinder us from having the same team.
It ain't a whole lot of shit. It's one big turd named Jerry Jones. That's why y'all cut that hole in the top of y'all stadium, because he a big ass turd and that's a shit bowl. This is a real nice shit
So
bowl.
you just that disrespectful today.
Look,
You want to be
ever
disrespectful?
since he's
Yeah,
taken over
ain't.
the direction and the fortune of his own franchise, he has been the sole reason and catalyst for the demise, stall out, and swampy, stinky
But-
smelliness of the non-fluidity that goes on in the Cowboys organization.
Hey, that's gonna be a
And
nice
I
kick,
agree
man.
with you. I agree with you.
Oh, he
And I've been said that years ago. Like it's like Jerry always make the wrong decision when it comes to his staff, his players' future, everything. Like, how do you not sign DeMarcus Murray when he rushed for damn near almost 2,000 yards? Like I don't understand.
No, that's the thing. He makes a lot of bad decisions, but all his decisions have led to the team that you have now, which is the best team you've had in decades, equal on both sides of the
But
ball.
also, Jerry has stepped down though.
True. That's my point.
Now Steven is making these moves.
son.
I know Jerry still got some say so. I don't know how much say so, but I know he still is is controlled or something.
Gotcha. Hey, Juan, we about to get back to this show, man. We got to get back to these topics. But we appreciate you for calling in.
Yeah, man.
Hey, we gonna get back. We gonna go back to some more basketball. If you hear something you don't like, you want to debate it, call in.
Call in.
Oh yeah. And another thing, Toronto never had a dynasty.
Well, I'm
They
just saying
never
they
had
had
a
one.
dynasty.
I'm just saying they had one because when Kawhi was there, that was their dynasty. That was
No.
it.
That was-
it.
No.
That was a gift from the basketball god.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That wasn't no dynasty.
That was a gift from the basketball god. Here you go. We're gonna give you this. We're gonna give you this damn this cakewalk ring. Go do what you want to do next season. Here is our gift to you.
Hey, I appreciate you,
You
Juan.
set out 2 years. You deserve it.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Dang, man, that's right. He set up about 2 years and still was tied.
Oh, to Kawhi.
Kawhi, yeah.
Hey, that's 2 years off, man.
That's how you know the basketball season is long and rough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, man. Look, Juan Mackey called in. We appreciate you for calling in and talking some Cowboy football with us. As always, share the video, man. And continue commenting. If you hear something and you don't like it, and you want to call back in and debate it, you know what the number is: 704-931-1038. Devontae Brown and Killer Cam, the Panther Man, is tuned in. Appreciate y'all, NFC South members, for tuning in.
I know they the home team, but
Uh-oh.
you ain't gotta cheer for the Panthers. I hope you know. I hope you made that. I hope you didn't make that decision under your own free will.
Hey, look, man. I told Cam and Devontae. Well, Devontae might be all right. He might be all right. But I told Killer Cam, I said, man, it's rough being a Panther fan. He want to get all defensive, talk about Cam Newton stats. I'm trying to sympathize with you, man. That's a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of anger.
You got the poking on that wound.
Yeah, man. I got to pick that
That
scab.
wound that can only be filled with a Super Bowl trophy. It's not a regular wound. You can't go to the doctor. It
Well,
ain't
man.
no ointment you can rub on it.
I was trying to tell Cam.
And time don't fix it.
I was trying to tell Cam, man, it's okay. I know you're a Panther fan. It's rough out here, but you gonna make it. The man came at me and was very disrespectful. Talking about my team, talking about my other team, talking about the fact that Roger Goodell lets me move around in the league. He upset about that. Just
See, Cam, you and Chedda should have been on the same side. Y'all have experienced a lot of years that have ended early. Y'all, see, Chedda has always known about the bait shop because he's family. But that's where y'all initially met. Y'all at the bait shop over a good fish. You know, y'all should have been able to sympathize with each other, show each other empathy, and bring each other comfort. It pains me to see two struggling franchises battling each other like this. Two struggling brothers.
Juan Mackey said Panthers 8-8. I agree with him, and he also said the Panthers superfan passed away
8-8.
this weekend.
They gonna make it to 8.
Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. He said the Panthers superfan passed away this weekend. I mean, he probably passed away because he just kept standing to see another season of Cam Newton at quarterback. You thought I wasn't going to take an opportunity to fire that ass up, boy? You thought I wasn't going to take
Who
this
is the
opportunity?
Panthers super fan?
He couldn't even name him. He just said the Panthers superfan. So he was just an image, I guess.
As long as we ain't talking about no real person.
I mean, I think
He
it was.
definitely died due to depression.
Hold on. I think it was a real person, but he's still going to get these jokes. Dead or alive, you're going to get these jokes.
No, he ain't gonna
Dead or alive. Yeah. Hey, man, everybody
as
gets
cold as that song is, I'm not gonna back you up.
it. Dead or
I'm talking
alive.
junk about this man.
Hey, I ain't the one of that.
Want it.
I hate to say this, but I ain't the one that died, so.
Huh?
On to the next story, man. On to the next story.
I have nothing to do with that statement for anybody that views this show.
Oh, man. On to the next statement. LA Lakers. Guess who they signed? Guess who? DeMarcus Cousins and Quinn Cook.
Big
all right?
Boogie in the house.
The Lakers are signing guard Quinn Cook
Big
to a
Boogie in
2-year,
the house.
$6 million deal. Reported a few hours later, the Lakers were adding center DeMarcus Cousins on a 1-year, $3.5 million deal. Now, it has been reported that Cousins also drew interest from the Miami Heat. Cook joined the Warriors back in 2017. Danny Green, to some, might not seem like a big deal, but for me it is, because that's an experienced shooter from on the outside. LeBron James loves to surround himself with guys that can shoot the perimeter shot. Adding that to the Lakers, and I feel like with DeMarcus Cousins, with Quinn Cook, with Boogie, with LeBron, with Rajon Rondo, McGee, and you had Kyle Kuzma, who's still on the roster. They have enough on that roster to at least make the playoffs. Now, because the West is so divided now, I don't know if I could say LA is going to make it out the West this year. Because everything is so balanced. Like, I don't even know if the LA Lakers will be the best team in their own city this year.
They may not be the best team in their own building. The Lakers, for the first time, we don't know if the Clippers are better than them. But we know for sure they're eye to eye. And this is not the usual circumstance for the Lakers. This is not what we've gotten to know about the Lakers since their inception. They've been the big dog, the big brother, the high dollar ticket in town. This year, it's going to be packed 82 nights a year in the Staples Center.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be we have a packed night and a slow night. It's going to be jumping. And the Lakers are going to have to fight for their city. When them tickets to the LA versus LA game, out the roof. I know they're going to be. That atmosphere is going to be incredible. Electric. It's going to be wild. It's going to be playoff basketball. It's going to be Game 7 intensity. I guarantee you, that's going to be a great game to watch.
Now, let's move on to some more topics, basketball. And let's talk about Russell Westbrook, all right? Now that OKC has traded Paul George for the future of OKC, pretty much at this point, Russell Westbrook is probably going to get traded as well, all right? And Westbrook's agent has been in talks with the GM and understands that the time has likely come to explore trade possibilities. All right, now this is early Saturday is when they agreed to trade Paul George to the Los Angeles Clippers, again for 5 first-round picks. Russell Westbrook has 4 years, $170 million left on his contract. In 3 seasons since the departure of Kevin Durant, OKC has had not 1, not 2, but 3 first-round exits. But Westbrook has averaged in triple-double in each of the past 3 seasons. And he also won the NBA MVP award in 2017. All right. Shot just 42.8% from the field, 28% from the three-point range last season, which means he'll probably fit a team that can surround him with some shooters. Maybe teaming up with Victor Oladipo. Maybe teaming up with Jimmy Butler in Miami. Maybe a reunion of him and Nikola in Denver. Or maybe possibly Karl Anthony Towns and Russell Westbrook, a reunion, or not a reunion, but a team up in Minnesota. All right, so that is the talk right now coming out of Russell Westbrook's camp. The question I got for you, cuz, where will Russell Westbrook be traded to?
I think the Rockets are just more savvy about how they do things. So I'm going to give the nod to them. Although I would like to see him go to Indiana to team up with Victor, give Victor a good punching buddy, good fighting buddy. I know Drew Holiday is he's never been a bad player, but he's not Russell Westbrook. That takes that team to a different level. That's just a different caliber of player. Victor's not no pushover. he will get the ball out of Russ's hands.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a guy who you want to give the ball to instead of Russ. So, and he can play point guard. He can initiate. Russ is 6'5". He's big enough to play the 2. He keeps his athleticism. You can do some things. So that's where I would like to see him go. And that brings somebody out the West to the East to furthermore balance the league. Or if you could get him down there with the Heat, with Jimmy, that'd be interesting in the East.
OKC is, after making that move with Paul George, because let's not forget last season we had the Paul George, Willie signed with the OKC Thunder, Willie go to the LA Lakers. We had that whole turmoil going on. He went out with Russell Westbrook, and they turned around and announced that he was going to stay in OKC, which had me under the assumption that the Thunder were going to try to make this work no matter what, regardless of what, because of the contracts. Mm-hmm. All right. Russell Westbrook, if he goes to any situation, he has to go to a situation where he's by himself. If I'm the OKC Thunder and rebuilding is your priority, I want Darius Garland from the Cleveland Cavaliers, along with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and 5 future first-round picks. That's what I want. 2 young guys. Shai came in last year, balled out, amazing rookie year. Balled out last year. Maybe he didn't have such a great run in the playoffs. It happens. You're a rookie. But guess what? He's back this year. Okay? You have experience under your belt? Don't worry about it. Get back this year. Bring Darius down there. So now you got your point guard. You got your shooting guard. You're rebuilding. You might as well do it. You might as well do it from the ground up. Get something for Westbrook. Because if I'm OKC, I can't watch you prosper. I'm not sending you to Miami. What am I gonna get? Gordon Dragic? Josh Richardson? What am I gonna get for it? I can't build that for the future. Wait, we listen to Charlotte? Give me Terry Rozier and Michael Jordan. Because I don't want nobody else on the roster. Where you gonna send them? New York? You want to send them New York?
One thing we know is they're interested. They are interested in anybody. Do they have a full team yet?
They starting 5 actually plays in the summer league. They just missing Julius Randle, that's it.
Man, this season finna be terrible. RJ Barrett, keep your head up.
It's gonna be all right, young fella.
The season will be long.
It's gonna be all right, young fella.
It'll be worth it.
It's gonna be all right.
Because you will have a lottery pick next year. I guarantee it. You will have young help on the way.
All right. Now my other issue is this too. With Russell Westbrook. His contract. Who's gonna take that on? Or
what do you say, like $100 million left?
$100 million left. And then you gotta think about this. The Houston Rockets, like you said, they're interested. But if you're Houston, you bring in Russell Westbrook to a situation. Because you already said you're not trading Chris Paul. So, who running the point? You got to trade Paul, but he already said he ain't trading. Who running the point? You going to have Russ play the 2? You going to have Russ play the 2? You want Harden at the 3? Is that really what you want?
Can they afford that?
Is that good chemistry? It's like seeing a nice, shiny, brand new foreign car. You know you can't afford it.
Within this mad dash, and within the time period you have to establish your dynasty before the Warriors get back intact, it's not always is at best because you're trying to collect firepower. So no, that would not be best for chemistry, but that may be best in overall firepower. Because you may not have the time to develop your full chemistry.
If I'm Houston, I'm gonna tell you. If I'm the Houston Rockets right now,
do it though. If they're not taking Chris Paul, I don't want Russ.
If I'm the Houston Rockets right now, I don't want Russell Westbrook. I don't even want Chris Paul, but I'm stuck with him. Guess what we gonna do? We gonna sit right here. We gonna shut up. We not gonna make any free agency moves because guess what? Over the past 2 seasons, who has given the Warriors a heart attack in the playoffs? The Rockets. But the only reason why the Rockets struggle with the Golden State Warriors, that's because of that bad man Kevin Durant at the 3 position. The 7-foot long range sniper. Can't call him the best player in the world no more. Kawhi took that. I'm sorry. That man played 4D chess. I might be a fool, but I'm not a fool. All right. But you don't want no parts of Russell Westbrook. Sit with what you got. Because to be honest with you, you probably have the most complete team in the West from
outside
top to bottom, outside of Portland and the Clippers. You have the most complete team in the Western Conference. And on top of that, you've only lost to the team that has won the NBA Finals and lost the NBA Finals.
You got the most chemistry, most experience.
That's it.
You in a good,
just play ball.
You're in a good situation at this point.
Great
you gotta
situation.
Get James Harden to step up.
Great situation.
Stop fading away in the playoffs. Get him to show up. You get Chris to the playoffs healthy. Get him to show up. You be all right.
That's facts.
That's all you need. But I do not think there will be any team that makes it out of the East. Do not see them having an answer for the Sixers. I do not see them having an answer for the Bucks. I do not see them my 2 favorites. I don't need to talk about nobody else. I don't see the Celtics beating them.
Beating the
Sixers or the Bucks. And let Michael Brogdon and Victor Oladipo get hot.
Michael Brogdon and Victor Oladipo is the most slept on combination out of all the trades and moves that have happened. Nobody is talking about Michael Brogdon and Victor Oladipo. And I said when Victor Oladipo got traded to the Indiana Pacers, do not sleep on that move. That boy's a starter anywhere else in the league. Firecracker off the bit. That's all it takes. Short fuse. Get lit quick. Man like a midget at the bar. He get drunk quick. Get lit quick. How you like that one out here? Like a bitch at the bar, get drunk quick. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I just can't with that on the fly, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Let's move on to our last topic of the day, which is a kind of a topic I've been wanting to talk about for a while, even though it just recently happened. And I'm talking about my boy, Zion Williamson, who will sit out for the remainder of the NBA Summer League with a knee injury. All right, he left the game. Not the Sunday night game. Was it Thursday? Or was it Friday? I want to say that was a Saturday game. That was a Saturday game. When they played the Knicks, he left with a bruised left knee and did not participate in the remainder of the NBA Summer League. And this is coming from David Griffin. Played 9 minutes, 11 points, 4 for 9 from the field, 3 rebounds. All right. And they're trying to save him for the season because they have a nice group of young talent that they acquired in trades. Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart. You got Derek Favors, who they got from a trade from the Utah Jazz. J.J. Redick, Jackson Hayes. They have a lot of talent on this team. They don't want to injure him any more than what he already is, or push him, or any type of scenario like that. I watched that Summer League game, and I watched Zion Williamson play. The first probably 3 minutes of the league, Zion was doing un-Zion things, trying to dribble, trying to shoot the jumper, step backs. That's not your game. All right. Yeah, you're an inside man. You like to hang above the rim. Mm-hmm. Get to your spot. Mm-hmm. Coach called timeout. Zion goes to his spot. He's dunking. He's explosive. I watched him rip the ball away from Kevin Knox. Bully ball. Mm-hmm. Call that Shaq. Barbecue with the chicken post. And just dunk the ball. caused the earthquake out there in California. But I also noticed that this boy plays at 1,000 miles per hour. At his size, with his speed, and with his strength, if he wants to maintain longevity in the NBA, he has to understand how to control his speed and how to land after dunks. Coming down, once you attack that rim, the landing is most important. How you land is what prevents knee tears and ankle tears and ACL and tendons to be torn. And the way Zion Williamson plays, it terrifies me. Because I see a guy, and I'm not putting any bad mouth on him. I want this kid to do great. Remind you, I followed this kid for almost majority of his high school career. I wish nothing but the best for him. But he's playing like a guy that could possibly blow his knee in any moment. You have to know when to change speed and pace with the game. You match your pace with the game's pace. Can't outpace the game. You're gonna tire yourself out. And not even tire yourself out, you're gonna mess around and hurt yourself. Cuz, give me your thoughts on Zion Williamson and his bruised knee, man.
Let's let the people know that bruised knee was from contact with another player, not because of how he plays. Mm-hmm. But everything you said was factual. He's too big to be doing all that with his knees. Those are the first to go with great athletes. You want to save those as much as possible. You want to land correctly. You don't want to use your athleticism and explosion unless it's necessary. Mm. But he doesn't have a good dribble game. He doesn't have a good shot off the dribble. He has a decent set shot, but it doesn't have great arc on it. You're gonna have to improve that. And guys know it. So he's gonna get his opportunity to shoot his set shot all season. Guys know it. They're not running out there. He's the most athletic thing in the league. He's gonna blow by everybody. Mm-hmm. So they're gonna let you shoot it. If you get you anything that look close to a jumper, you gonna be unstoppable. As long as you stay healthy, keep your weight down. You know. But
so you think Zion Williamson should cut weight?
Cut weight.
How much do you think he should lose?
It's not about how much he should lose. It's not a target weight. Because he's still a young man. Mm-hmm. And his body is just gonna get bigger. He's not gonna grow. He may grow a little bit, but he's pretty much done. That we
think of, because remember he's only 18. He still eating spinach.
No, that's true. But most people are generally done. Mm-hmm. If he has a secondary growth spurt,
good God Almighty.
I mean,
y'all better hope Zion Williamson will shoot a 7-1.
He came in to high school at 6'2", so he's probably always been big. So we don't even know if that was steady growth and then he's got a late growth spurt, or if he hit a.
It's been a steady growth.
So he might not even really hit his growth spurt. He might have a late little.
And we better hope he don't go to 6'9", 6'10". Good God Almighty, because that weight gonna go right with that height, so he wouldn't have to even cut weight.
And that's the thing. Usually, kids who are built like that have a growth spurt that thins them out. Mm-hmm. But it's just about keeping him at a playable weight, not necessarily a target weight, but keep his mass down. Mm-hmm. You know, once he hits 21, he gonna get another dose of that male testosterone. Mm-hmm. It ain't all in him yet. He gonna swell up. He gonna get strong. He gonna get oxed up out of nowhere like the Greek Freak did. Mm-hmm. It was a toothpick. That boy had a birthday, and all of a sudden he looked like
Dwight Howard was like that too.
Exactly. LeBron James was like that too.
Well, I'm gonna say LeBron was opposite. LeBron turned his fat into muscle and then slimmed it.
No, when he first came in,
because he was already 240 when he came in the league.
Right, but he wasn't fat. Go back and look at young LeBron.
He was never. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying he's never been fat. He cut it. He defined it. He got it. Because Miami LeBron was ripped and swole.
No, Miami.
Cleveland LeBron was slim.
The first Cleveland was slim. LeBron in Miami was big.
Yeah, that was big LeBron.
Tank LeBron.
Yeah.
He was tank LeBron.
That was got my way.
But Zion is gonna have a tank version of Zion. That's what happens as you mature through your manhood. Especially if you keep working out and being an athlete, you will have your tank version of yourself where everything physically is just clicking, and you can hold a heavier weight and maintain your athleticism. He'll have that, but you don't want that too early to where his knees are gone by the time he's supposed to have reached his physical prime. So it'll be interesting though. I hope he does well.
All right, man. Last topic of the day. Why did Golden State always retire everybody's jersey, man? First, Kevin Durant. Drinking up. Well, you do the people wrong.
Who was up there though?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, when that concludes the Wiley's World Sports Debate podcast, Zay, tell the people you can find him on social media.
It was naked up there. It was just lonely. It was championship and conference banners, and that's it.
Is that tell people they can find you on social
media? It ain't a party unless you got retired jerseys. It ain't a party unless you got a little cocaine. No, I'm just playing. I'm not endorsing the use of cocaine in no way.
Man, tell the people they can find you on social media.
Zay Wiley, XAWILY, Snapchat, IG, Facebook. Follow me. Follow the show IG at Wiley_, World_ENT. Follow the show Twitter at World Wiley. Remember the call-in number is 704-931-1038. And we will debate any and all live topics that you want to debate, whatever you want, all sports topics, live. We will debate. Holla at your boy. Remember my sauce makes your juice look like Drake.
It's your boy Chedda the Guy. You can find me on all social media platforms at Chedda the Guy, and also on me your mom's contacts and the Big Dick Willie. You can follow the show, Facebook.com, Wiley's World Sports Debate Podcast on Facebook, iTunes, SoundCloud.com/Wiley's World. And also, y'all can follow me on Twitter at CheddaTheGod704. This concludes another episode of Wiley's World Sports Debate Podcast. We will be back tomorrow debating all the hottest topics, debating all the juicy content that the sports world has to deliver. This has been an episode of Wiley's World. Until next time, peace.